Annyeonghaseyo. Hello, my name is Sean Flanagan, and I'm very excited to be an applicant at your school. Thank you for your consideration, and please enjoy the following video. I graduated from the University of Delaware in January of 2013 after 3.5 years spent studying international relations. Over the course of my university education, I was very active both socially and academically. I held down a few jobs. Most notably, I worked as a resident assistant in the school's dormitories, where I lived with a group of 40 students for whom I was responsible and whom I was tasked with encouraging to grow both socially and academically to better themselves and improve their schoolwork. I also held a position as a teaching assistant for a upper-level political science course in which I was tasked with helping students better understand the course material and improve their writing. After graduating, I took 6 months to travel, visiting India, Sri Lanka, and Nepal, and stopping in China on my way back home. I have a passion for travel and for exploring new cultures, and when I saw all the opportunity that there is to live and teach in South Korea, I was extremely excited by the idea. Where I've grown up, in northern New Jersey, we have a very high population of South Korean immigrants. In my town alone, it's over 50%. Growing up, most of my friends were from Korea, and I have had a lot of exposure to the food, the culture, and the TV and cinema. During my last semester of university, when I worked as a teaching assistant, I discovered that I really genuinely enjoyed working with students both in groups and individually to help them feel more confident about what they're learning and better their academic knowledge base. I think the opportunity to do this abroad in a setting where I'm teaching English would be an extremely rewarding experience both for myself and for my students. When working with students, my primary concern is getting them comfortable with and excited about the material they're learning, as well as getting them comfortable with me. I want to make sure that no student is ever uncomfortable about coming to me with questions or concerns, because no learning strategy works for every single student. There's always the outliers who need a little bit of help or some targeted learning. My parents are both elementary school teachers, and they've told me a lot about what it takes to run a successful classroom and make your students happy. And a big part of that is encouraging them. When they feel confident enough to practice what they're learning outside of the classroom with their friends, with their family, you know that you've really succeeded as a teacher, and that's what I aim to do. I want to get my students excited about learning English so that they can succeed. Over the past few years, I've visited countries in Asia, Europe, and South America, often for weeks or months, and I've never had an issue settling into and living in any of them. Even at university, most of my friends were international students. I've always loved learning about foreign cultures, and I think it's so interesting to study what it is that makes people in different groups different. I think every culture has something unique to teach, and that's why I want to experience as many as I can. It's one of my greatest life goals. The opportunity to work and live in Korea would help me further that goal by giving me the opportunity to live abroad, experience another culture, settle in, make local friends, and really be a part of a more global community. So this brings me back to teaching. I really love teaching because I think there's nothing more rewarding than helping a student and seeing their confidence grow. Because when a student has better confidence in what they're learning and how they're doing in school, that confidence just grows and translates into everything else they do in life. They feel more self-assured, they feel better about what they're doing, and it really makes me feel good about myself as a person to have been able to inspire that change. So I really hope that I'm able to do this, to be a part of your school and make a difference for the next generation of South Korean school children. Thank you for your consideration, and I sincerely hope to be working at your school soon.